Okay, I was taking apart my Whirlpool washer because when this drum right here was spinning, first thing I noticed is it was chewing up this sidewall here. So this drum right here, you can see it's kind of moving a little bit. Um, but I took this whole thing apart, and what it turned out to be is there's a spider brace, which is this triangle or triaxle geometry, and on the back of it, two of the fingers had broke. And in order to not take it all apart and understand what's going on, if you pick up the drum and you kind of like move it, those braces, since they're broken, will allow you to really move the drum by a number of inches. And then as you spin this around, you'll probably notice one or two of the fingers could still be solid. So when you're pulling on them, they're not going to move as much. Like here, that's got quite a bit of play. I had two broken fingers in my case. That's really moving a lot. Another thing is when you're spinning this, as long as it's not touching the side, the bearings didn't sound like they were grinding or anything like that. So I was originally thinking it was the bearings, but got the surprise that it's a spider arm, which you can't really get those. You can probably buy them used, but gonna have to scrap this unit here, and I'll show you the back here. So here's a picture of the back. This nut you can take off. This is where the bearings are at, and like when you're spinning this, I had the motor spinning, and it spins really easily if it's not touching the white plastic on the other side. But that spider arm is a little more bent now that I took this unit out. But in my case, the spider arm really got noticeable when it was starting to pick up some rotations on the spin cycle. And then it got very, very loud. So something was obviously wrong with it. And I was going to hope to just replace the bearings for about 30-40 bucks. But that's not the case. I could get the spider arm. I used one for a couple $100, but it's not really worth it, I don't think. I'm getting a newer Whirlpool unit for about $800, $750. Also, when I took this apart, there was some heavy concrete weights up here. I think they're here, and here. So anyway, I took those weights off on both the front side and the back side because I was pulling this out by myself. Still kind of heavy and awkward, but I was able to do it. And then these little feet down here, those basically just twist 90 degrees, and you can pop them off the bottom. Of course, you got to take off the drains and all these other hookups and stuff. So working on that for a few hours, 3 hours, 2.5 hours, to find out that the spider arm is shot. And then when I did take that out, I took it out the front, not the back here. Also, another thing to note, there's some springs here, and these springs attach to the back drum. So what I did to get this out is I took one of these springs and I pulled up the drum closer, and I put it, I think, up here, and that got this front piece coming out a little bit. And I took the second spring, which is over here, and walked that up here. And then the drum was coming closer out of the unit. And then I had like a bucket down here to rest this whole drum. I did take off these concrete blocks. I put them back on because I want that to leave with the broken washer. Anyway, hopefully you got something out of this video. Please like, share, and subscribe.